Yeah, it looks like we're going to tie up in a few minutes. And I'm not the only one up. There's a few other people here as well. Couldn't sleep. But it's dark enough now that you can actually see now through the heavily tinted glass inside to the Horizon Court Buffet and the steak area, where the other night at the front we had our steak dinner while we were leaving Skagway. Yeah, I think it was that table there. And that buffet is actually open 24 hours. So you don't starve on this ship. And it does have a satellite internet link, and that's also how you can make phone calls to the ship as well. Some more midnight revelers on that Klondike Express boat. Taking pictures of us, it looks like. There is no like midnight buffet per se on this ship, with all the ice carvings and desserts and things, but as you can see, you still can eat sandwiches and stuff. And it's so quiet you can clearly hear a stream on some rapids over there, which is a good couple of 100 yards away as it comes under that bridge. Almost tied up. Yeah, it looks like there's a really nice luxury yacht parked in Whittier here, and it looks like that guy there is taking a picture of me, taking a picture of him, and you can just see the lights flashing in the reflecting off the water through his window there. About midnight now. What's his boat's name? This is the Audra Ann. A few $1 million, I'm sure. He's pretty much the biggest other boat here besides us. Yeah, it looks like that's his bar there. He hasn't been drinking and driving the boat. This is why when you're on a cruise ship, even at midnight, you probably should have the curtains closed. Again, it's about 12:15 now, and when a cruise ship isn't in Whittier, that Baggage Tower's webcam often has a view showing something like this. Some kind of oil tanks over there on the mountain. But right now you couldn't see this because the ship's in the way. We can't get off the boat till 7:15 tomorrow morning for our 8:15 train, but I can't wait. I can't show you it now, but in a few minutes some of the crew will be getting off, because in Whittier they have special bars open for them to party all morning. In fact, Dean and Dawn, our newlywed honeymoon couple on our table at dinner, have actually been invited to go out on this bar excursion this evening. Special dispensation, I think, from the doctor, one of the top 5 officers on the ship. Nice work if you can get it. Okay, it looks like they're starting to assemble the gangways now. I'm sure that all the crew are eagerly awaiting that so they can go out boozing. The reason that Dawn and Dean are going with them is because a few days ago they were all watching the Liverpool-Juventus UEFA Cup final with the crew, and they got to meet them, and they've been invited. By 6 o'clock the next morning, it's a bit brighter, and it's raining now, but that doesn't matter because they're very nice. They've got this like covered walkway in tarps all the way around here to where we have to get on the train. So as you're waiting to get on the train, you're still going to be covered up. Now that's really nice. So the Alaska Railroad is going to be pulling our little domed cars. And looking straight out the window, you actually get to see the Audrey Ann. Okay, hon, time to get up, get on the train. I guess this is all we're going to get to see of Whittier. Bye for now. I think the first train was actually going to was the McKinley Express. We're on the Denali Express, which is much longer. So there's a second train pulled in, and that's going to be leaving with us on it. And I think they have much more. You know, there's several more domed cars. We're on D, so we're probably on the one over there, or possibly the one next to the engine.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. With passenger Mr. and Mrs. Trout of Carib 742, kindly disembark the Sun Princess this morning.
And they're off, and here's Harold. And they're off, and here's Harold from Texas. And we'll get to see Ruth in just a little short time. And right now, panning over, and just moving away from the dock area.
On the train.
On the train, the Denali Express. There's our little ship over there. And here's my little honey. Maybe she's in focus, maybe not. Something like that. Something like that. And yeah, they have these like domed cars, so you can see all the way up and down, side to side, whatever grabs your fancy. Bye bye. On you for a week, but say bye bye now. Actually, some people do a back-to-back. They come here and they just stay on the ship and go back home again. Already people have started watching the wildlife. Over there it will be 3 o'clock if we see anything.
It was a little seal.
Otherwise,
yeah.
Take a little roof just as we go through the tunnel. Yeah, we're going to be in this for like about 2 or 3 miles now, aren't we?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wondered who was making all that noise down the other end of the car. I guess she's run into somebody that we were on the cruise with. Maybe it's Dean and Dawn. I'm not sure if they're on in this car. Car D, remember. I've got little area here where they do tea, coffee and drinks and things. And you can get little magazines to read. The Midnight Sun Gazette. So this is Turn Again Arm, and the tide's out right now, so this is all mud flats all the way out there. Yeah, Kathy's just reminded me when the tides change, there's like a 40 feet change between high and low tide, but when they do change, you get a thing called a bore, which is a big wave that goes along the river. Sometimes people will surf on it. Don't know if you can make it out, but Kathy just pointed out there is a rainbow over there. But since it's raining, we've got a little bit of sun and a little bit of rain. This is another part of the Turnagain Arm as we go up through to Anchorage on our way to Denali. Yeah, for some reason this valley over the other side of the arm is getting a lot more light, so it's a lot more greener over there than it is on our side. Or maybe it's maybe we're going to get some blue skies later on, because there is some up there. Yeah.
Now, where did they fly?
Just coming to Anchorage, and I think
Did they have to fly to their business?
Toby would like to live. So, in like the north part of Anchorage, there's Cook Inlet, and then that's kind of looking to the
Young lady down there trying to run and she ain't going very fast.
west,
That's gonna tell them
now the south. I guess this is where the downtown really is, over here. Now that I've persuaded Kathy to get out of the way, we can actually get to see some parts of downtown Anchorage. And a hotel's over there somewhere. Hotel Captain Cook. I'm not sure if I can get a hold of it. Well, that's it there, isn't it?
Right there?
Oh, that's it there. Yeah, that's it there. It's got the flags on the top. Yeah. It's got 3 parts to it. So there's one tower, and then there's a central part, and then there's the other part. So there's 3 parts to it. That's the Hotel Captain Cook. I'm not sure if that was here when Peggy and Alan came. But I think they stayed in the Hilton, which is probably the biggest one around downtown. I think that's the Hilton up there. And we're just pulling into the Anchorage train station now. I'm not sure if we're going to stop.
Y'all not going to Houston?
No, we're going to go directly
To Atlanta.
to Atlanta when we fly out of Anchorage.
What time y'all get on?
I think it's like early the next morning, like 7 or something.
7 in the morning.
Oh, that's when we get on the hill now out of Anchorage, and the train's going really fast now because that was like a pretty steep incline for a train. And it's really brightened up now.
On your cruise and you stopped in all the different little cities, you probably saw the Alaskan Ulu. You have crayons, coloring books, stuffed animals, which I brought our stuffed animals up to show you.
Yeah, some mountains over there across the bay, and I guess this is a roadway that kind of is going parallel to the train tracks here. About 40 or 50 miles northwest of Anchorage is a place called Wasilla.
There's Wasilla Lake on the 3 o'clock side.
But we had to get up at 6.
Apparently somewhere around here there is actually a place called the Chisholm Lodge. No, I don't think we can see it from the train. Just gone through a level crossing. Now, this is the end of civilization as we know it. This is the last McDonald's we're going to see on the way to Denali. And now we're beginning to speed up a bit.
Different species of
This is
mosquitoes
Nancy
in Alaska.
Lake.
And humans aren't the only ones that have to worry. Sometimes on an average day, a caribou could lose up to a pint of blood from the mosquitoes. They're still, I haven't seen a lot of them, so I know it's coming, but we've been pretty lucky so far.
Okay, we come down to the dining car now and see, we also get a view out of here. It's a little bit lower down, and right now we're going through some like low-level areas, but there are some mountains over those trees somewhere. So we're just pulling alongside another train here. Not quite sure why we're kind of stopped. Maybe it's kind of a local train. Well, apparently we found out that this train also picks up people if they stand by the side of the tracks. They can flag a train down. Oh, here's another princess on his way down to Anchorage. See, that's the top level dome, and then this is the area where you get served dinner, where Kathy and I are now. And they have like little observation decks every now and again. So you're pretty high up there. In dome carriages.
I think I'll probably go for the brownie sundae also. Yes, thank you.
2 brownie sundaes. There we go. Actually, was that us or was that them? Oh, we're both going at the same time actually.
Well, here's Dave, and we're in our dining car, and he's getting ready to eat his nice brownie sundae. And this reminds me of when we were little kids and taking the train in the dining car with the silver.
17.3 days, and 11% of the climbers were women.
Talking about Mount McKinley. I hear a sleeping bear. Oh, here it is. The landscape on the west side is definitely getting a lot more mountainous now. As you can see, like hills of snow up there now. Rumour has it might see Denali, but it has to stay as clear as Izzle Bear.
Might get lucky.
How long before we might see it if you see it?
Be right over in that area. Probably about another hour.
Clean it. Right there. See it? There's your bear, Arlene. Okay. Okay. Now I want a bigger one.
Chowing down on something, isn't he? He's like about 5 yards from the track, if that. If you stand up, you'll see him.
Through the window, my contacts, I'm trying to see the idea.
Oh, where is he?
Come over here.
Why is it alone? Why is the mama around?
She says it is. I bet she's not far. They're both out there.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at that.
Where's he gone? Oh, there he is.
Clean it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
We turn to the left.
ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, did Princess plant in there?
What?
Can't get through a train. What a dream that's our when we get better view.
Son of a gun, you stopped the train for it. Look, 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 look. He's going up in the woods. He's on the lawn. Go ahead, go ahead.
It's a much bigger bear this time. There you go. Oh, there he is. Does he go to the bathroom?
Yeah, he's using the freaking. You got a good video.
Vegetation on the ground, tree, shrubs.
I think that's what it takes right there.
Yeah. I bet that's true.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I sit right here.
Little love.
It's okay. You got
It's bigger than the last.
He was. Yeah, that's the side we saw that bear just now, and that's the east side, and I guess now that we're really getting into mountainous terrain. I think it does that when it goes across bridges, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Maybe next time I'll be quicker on the mark for the camera. Just go around a bend here, next to a river.
Once they start running there will be.
So this is our conductor here.
By numerous fractures and joints.
Just checking up at the front of the train, I think.
Chulette, no name for the Chulette in the river,
They're all right around it.
Yeah. So it's like about 40 or 50 miles away there, Mount McKinley.
Right there, right where those little clouds are. Looks like this.
And it is 20,000 feet, remember?
See where that cloud
But there
is
are
on
some
the
other
right-hand
mountains
side?
over
That would be
here
where the start of it
that are almost as high.
Like about where these
And right now they're not in the clouds.
would be about where those clouds are.
Okay.
So it would, I mean, it doesn't even look like there's clouds around it, but it's just hazy enough that we can't see it. At Mount McKinley.
Oh yeah.
The clouds are going to move it.
Here's another little view of it. It looks to be clearing up every minute, doesn't it? Seeing more and more of it. Viewing opportunity number 3. It gets even better. And we're about 5 miles from Hurricane Gulch Bridge now. If we stayed here for like half an hour, it'd probably clear up for us.
Yeah, it keeps clearing up.
Here's one wonderful picture. Here's another one. I guess some of the other mountains are probably only about 10-20 miles away. There is a really sharp peak just to the north of it. We'll have to try and figure out what that one is. But it's almost as tall, it looks like, as Mount McKinley itself. Oh, this is pretty, isn't it? The way the mountains are reflecting off the lakes here, huh?
Yeah, very pretty.
How many people want to chip? We got a chip. Okay, Arlene, you know what it says about tomorrow? The likelihood that wildlife will be close if the park's only road is remote. That's remote?
Now that we're like 1,000 or so feet up, you see the snow still actually on the ground. So now you really feel like you are in the real Alaska. Alright? So where's Rudolph and Prancer and Dancer?
Maybe there weren't any flights out earlier.
Right, so this is the Hurricane Gulch, what, 268 feet?
We're getting ready to go over the Hurricane Gulch now.
Oh yeah. Is that far enough down for you?
Oh my gosh, that's not something.
Yes. Look at the water rushing down there.
Is that better, honey? Wow.
This bridge was built in 1921 by the American Bridge Company at a cost of $1.2 million. They originally thought that the train could make it across here and there wouldn't be any way to get the train to Fairbanks, but they started building this trestle and it was the first train crossed August 15th of 1921.
Does it hold the train?
Yep.